Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Sproles. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Wentz. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now it's Watson. And some space here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. So after the INT, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the toss play, Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, the bootleg. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rolling to his right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Texans 10, Eagles 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He finds Aguilar over the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go.
They run with Howard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they run with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 41. Let's go.
40, 82, 40.
41.
Bravo.
There we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And the blitz does come. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
Fresno. Sunday. X3, 218, chopper.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Switch.
Bunch. Gray 15.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. There it comes.
Wentz now on first down. Deep ball for Jeffrey. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 42 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Wentz. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just know where to go, where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Brandon Dunn in on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Watson going for it all. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Two jet. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 43 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Sproles. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Texans 17. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
we've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. And that was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone.